Come, Nerevar, come. I hope you are not spending your Yuletide where the subjects of our sermon are right now. Yes, today we will be breaking down the Enwas rotting in the prisons of Skyrim. Without further delay, let us begin. We obviously start with the Dragonborn, just like you, Nerevar, and that hero of Kavach Enwa, the protagonist, starts off as a captive or a prisoner. In the now infamous Skyrim opening scene, the Dragonborn is imprisoned with two other Enwas. Of course, Alduin frees the Dragonborn before anything can happen. Boring. Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm, has been arrested multiple times. He leads the Stormcloak rebellion, striving for Skyrim's independence from the mongrel dogs of the Empire. Honestly, I think it is to avoid extra prison time, Nerevar. A charismatic but controversial figure, some praise him as a hero fighting for freedom, while others view him as a dangerous rebel, threatening the realm's stability. When the Dragonborn meets this Enwa, he is already captured by the mongrel dogs. Ralof is a devoted Nord Enwa and member of the Stormcloak rebellion. Caught along with the Dragonborn at the start of the game, he's a loyal and committed fighter who believes strongly in Ulfric's cause. Even facing the threat of execution, Ralof maintains his courage and resolves to resist. His support during the Helgen escape proves invaluable, and he becomes a valuable ally in the pursuit of independence for Skyrim, depending on the player's choices. There is also Lokir, a Nord Enwa that tried to escape his captivity, but got sniped by the mongrel dogs of the Empire. Madanach is a foolish, stubborn Breton Enwa, who clings to a hopeless dream of liberating the Reach from imperial occupation. His uprising was a disastrous failure that landed him in Sinding Mine, where he is right where he belongs. He may be a skilled fighter and a competent leader for an Enwa, but his efforts are in vain. The Reach is and will always be under someone else's control, and the Forsworn are nothing more than a bunch of ragtag rebels who refuse to acknowledge reality. Thonar Silverblood is a disgrace, representative of the mongrel dogs of the Empire. A corrupt, greedy official who exploits the people of Markarth for his own personal gain. He's nothing more than a criminal in disguise, using his powerful position to enrich himself and live in luxury. But his wealth and influence can't save him now. He's been imprisoned in Sinding Mine, where he won't be able to harm others with his schemes. And his arrogant attitude and lack of remorse only serve to make him look even more contemptible. Grisvar is a pathetic sight to behold, a weak, unfortunate Nord who was simply trying to feed his family when he was caught stealing the simplest of foods. It's a shame, really, since he seems like an ordinary, decent person. But his mistake has led him to Sinding Mine, where dangerous criminals and hardened prisoners surround him. Prison life is clearly not for him, but here he is nonetheless, stuck in a situation he never asked for. It's truly a shame. Duoch is a loyal and dedicated Forsworn fighter, imprisoned in Sinding Mine alongside his leader, Madanach. He's deeply committed to the cause, believing in Madanach's leadership and the right of the Forsworn to reclaim the Reach from imperial occupation. During the No One Escapes Sinding Mine quest, Duoch serves as a helpful ally, providing aid and guidance to the Dragonborn. Skilled in combat and fiercely devoted to the cause, Duoch is a valuable asset in their fight for freedom. If you are enjoying this sermon, don't forget to raise your thumbs, subscribe to my future sermons, and write on the parchment down below on who deserves to be in Riften jail the most. Sibbi Blackbriar is the degenerate and troubled son of Maven Blackbriar. Sibbi is a spoiled and entitled young man who is used to getting his own way. He is impulsive and reckless, and his actions often have disastrous consequences. So basically a Nord or an Orc. Am I supposed to be surprised? He is imprisoned in the Riften jail for disintegrating his lover's brother in a fit of rage, but he shows little remorse for his crime. He believes that his family's wealth and influence will protect him from any serious punishment. Oh, and apparently it is a pastime for the Thieves Guild in Riften to frame poor, unsuspecting Dunmer. Brand-Shei, a Dunmer resident of Riften, is framed by the Dragonborn once a stolen ring is planted on him. Apparently, he ends up in the Riften jail. What fools they are! Imprisoning Dunmer? Nerevar. This is a systemic issue in Skyrim that needs to be resolved. Thorald Greymane is a loyal fighter for the Stormcloaks, who was unfortunate enough to be captured by the Thalmor during the Civil War. Enduring horrific torture and interrogation in the Thalmor prison, Northwatch Keep, Thorald remains strong and unwavering, refusing to divulge any information to his captors. He serves as a shining example of the resilience and determination of the Stormcloak Rebellion, a symbol of hope for a free Skyrim. Esbern is an aged and feeble scholar, one of the last surviving members of the ancient order called the Blades, whose duty is to guard and protect the Dragonborn. This is the most useless order to ever exist. Their incompetence shines especially in Oblivion and Skyrim, where they fail to fulfill their duties. Anyway, this useless Esbern is forced into secrecy after the Thalmor destroyed the Blades' headquarters. He found sanctuary in the hidden Ratway warrens beneath the city of Riften. Sinding, a troubled hunter, is cursed with lycanthropy, transforming against his will into a werewolf. Haunted by guilt after accidentally taking let's say he did some bad things in farm tool form. He sought refuge in the town of Falkreath, but he was swiftly apprehended and imprisoned. Sinding's story is a sad one, exemplifying the risks associated with lycanthropy and the weight of guilt. In the Daedric quest, ill met by moonlight, the Dragonborn must confront his fate, making a choice with significant repercussions. Cicero, the comical jester of the Dark Brotherhood, is a perplexing and mysterious figure. He is an ardent follower of the Night Mother and the traditions of the Dark Brotherhood, with his quirky demeanor and sanity often causing conflicts with his fellow assassins. Should the Dragonborn choose to side with the authorities of Skyrim, which are only half as competent as a bunch of Falmers, he would technically become a prisoner. Wuunferth the Unliving is an elderly court mage in the service of Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak in the city of Windhelm. A proficient wizard, but also carrying a shadowy reputation due to rumors of necromancy, Wuunferth is shunned and ostracized by the people of Windhelm. During the Blood on the Ice quest, he is falsely accused of murder and incarcerated. This episode sheds light on the prejudice and distrust directed towards mages, as well as the perils of becoming ensnared in the treacherous web of political schemes. Aela the Huntress is a prominent member of the Companions, a warrior guild renowned throughout Skyrim. She is an expert in archery and a formidable werewolf. Although she is not meant to be imprisoned, a bug can lead to her unexpected appearance in Whiterun Jail. This typically occurs if she spawns inside the jail during a loading screen, becoming trapped due to the locked door. I guess something must be compelling her to turn herself in. Speaking of which, all the Dragonborn's significant others are eligible to become captives because some dumb bandit Enwas decide to mess with the most powerful hero in Skyrim. And these two Enwas and one farm tool don't really count, as they are disposable. If you would like to hear about the Dark Brotherhood contracts, write on the parchment below Contract Sermon. Honor the Sixth House and the tribe unmourned by raising your thumb, subscribing to my sermons, and writing on the parchment down below. Thank you to all Sixth House members and patrons for funding the operation of the Sixth House across Tamriel. I would like to thank the adoring fan Connor Runda and the current Sharmat Tanya Davis for your unwavering loyalty during these less productive times.